Hi, Dion. I'm so happy to have you back for another podcast. And
Yes.
and today's topic is body, mind, spirit connection. I think this is so important because we are not just the body, we're not just the mind, we're not just the spirit, we're all three. For
Yes.
people who are very spiritual, sometimes they do not see the importance of the physical realm. And because of that, sometimes they can limit themselves. And vice versa for people who are very much focused on the material side of it. If they not focus on also connecting with their spirit, they may miss what's truly important in life and the deeper meaning in life.
Right. Absolutely.
So could you talk about how our mind and body are connected to the universal oneness?
Okay. Well, first, let me say that we come out of oneness. Our connectivity originates from what we were birthed out of, because everything within the universe connects to all existence of life. And so within those infinite fields of our source of creation, all things rise up from which it came. We are attuned to oneness through our mind and our body. We begin to experience life not as isolated individuals, but as oneness being an integral part of who we are, of our existence. So it is about the interconnection of what we call the life, of the web of life. It is an interconnection. It's energy. We are one with this life force energy. So there is no separation. We are not connected. We are it. We are the universe. We have many universes within our own body. When we are talking about universal oneness, it does not necessarily say that we are over here and the universe is here, or we are over here and oneness is here, or we are over here and our material body is just in the world. That is not how oneness is defined. Oneness is an expanded consciousness that honors the body through the practice that we align ourselves with the energy in which all things are made from.
I love it. We're not just in the universe, we are the universe.
Right. We are the universe. So, in order for us to connect to our universe, we must go within.
Mhm.
And we must be able to envision the spiritual, the invisible side of us, the auric side of us, the celestial body side of us, that expression of oneness, that of who we are, that is eternal and not
Mhm.
temporal.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's why it's important to go into the meditation, because we're entering that field of expansion where we raise ourselves up and connect to the cosmos through our mind so that we can feel that oneness. We
Yeah.
can feel that communion, and it is not separate. But once we allow ourselves to relax, find inner peace, and be free, we will sort of float, so to
Mhm.
speak, have that feeling of a float where we have just rolled off all of the burdens, the emotional burdens, the ego, all of those things that we have acquired here on earth. We become unified with those fields of oneness and not stand in the realm of separation or darkness or our own shadows within this divine matrix that we have available to us.
Yeah, absolutely. I love how you use the words raise ourselves. It's like raising our frequency and vibrations. We have to let go our burdens and we have to face ourselves, heal ourselves, let go, forgive ourselves and other people so that the load can become lighter and lighter and lighter. And we're able to move up and even achieve Christ consciousness, for some people in this lifetime. I think I was watching a podcast and someone said Christ is not just a being, it's a state of being. I
It
love
is
that.
a state of being. Absolutely. It is a state of being. Christ is not Yeshua last name, and Yeshua
Mhm,
means Jesus in Hebrew. Christ is not his last name. It is a state of consciousness. It means the anointed one. And
mhm,
we all want to become the anointed one in our consciousness because then that gives us a deeper connection of our understanding of who we are,
mhm. Yeah, our divine spark within us.
our divine spark. Absolutely. Absolutely. So, in order for us to get to these places, we all know the lingo. You got to do the work.
Yeah.
We must do the work. For the body, we have to do the work in different practices, such as yoga or Tai Chi or flotation or grounding ourselves. We must do the work. So, doing that type of work helps the body to connect back to its source. Some
Mhm,
people can feel it, some people cannot, but they feel it in different ways
mhm,
that they are in harmony with the universe. They are in balance. They are aligned. So, breathing, prana or chi energy are the traditions that are spoken through various types of religious practices. Those esoteric teachings, those metaphysical teachings teach us about this. Most of the stuff that we talk about today, you're not going to find it in the traditional religious sector. Spirituality is about communion, connectivity. And the scripture, as I said earlier, I think in our first podcast, is very important because it gives us the foundation to understand truth, what is right and wrong. The Bible is a book of philosophy, it's a book of rules and regulations, it's a book of commandments and laws and principles. Yeah, it has so many different aspects to it. So we're not choosing one over the other. What we're doing is refining our beliefs, our understanding, because we all have come out of an era where we have been given information that may or may not have been true, or we have been not exposed to hidden secrets or truths about who we are and our relationship to God, to the universe, to earth. What is our reason for being? That is the most important question to ask ourselves. Why am I here? And then after we find out why we are here, how are we going to use those talents and gifts which falls under the umbrella of our purpose? How are we going to use it to make our life and the world better? These are the practices that we must engage in order for us to truly, truly, truly understand how we are unified in oneness, in eternal oneness with the universe.